We are ready for a second battle.
Sweet.
So everything is set up properly, should be completely fair. So we have a 9v9 with double spectators. Let me fix. So Team Praetorians is still on blue side, so that's an error. It shouldn't matter. So Team Praetorians leads the battle 1-0, or the match 1-0. There should be a swap between sides, but it didn't happen. But then again, Salernum is pretty much a mirror map, so that doesn't really matter. So Team Praetorians on my side is again setting up, looks like heavily for the watchtower. This time they are sending some heavy infantry towards it though. So they're changing up their tactics a little.
Yep, this time we've got Pardamon is going to run through the city again, it seems, like last time, but we've got a much heavier focus on the city this time.
So we can see maybe an early cap.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least a cap attempt. But then again, if you secure a watchtower in the middle, and if the base is not capped fast enough, you can just return and then you have an easy time defending because you'll have the uphill advantage and vision range advantage. And going to the city is like really not a good idea, I think.
Yeah, he actually changed his mind. Last second, he pulled out of the city. He's moving down the middle now. We've got that pike guy is moving through the city at the moment with 2 units of pikes and 1 cavalry unit, just scouting out the outer streets. And now he's taking a little bit of a defensive position inside the city.
Also, they completely changed their strategy. It looks like Team Praetorians is just going to camp again in close to their base. So we'll see if Team
this learn from their mistake.
This should be an easily punishable position by Team Cataphracts, but they need to figure it out. They need to figure out what's happening, what is their position relative to Team Praetorians. See, so TFZA is scouting. They secured watchtower. They see that nothing is pushing. Team Praetorians is now pushing a little bit towards the watchtower area. And that pie guy just got a charge at Bob Jacob with his wedge cavalry. Bob Jacob can do anything. Do pie guy spikes. And pie guy is finally playing pikes. So we'll see. He was playing stingers all the time, up to this time. So they have pulled out their wild card, which is pie guy with pikes.
Yeah, he's just pushing down through the town now. He's almost coming out at the base end of the other team, and Bo Jacob is just kind of running back and forth, just checking him out.
There's only cavalry to defend from pie guy and his cap, which, well, cavalry won't really stop pikes from capping. So yeah, that's why Team Praetorians are pulling a lot.
Looks like Bo Jacob's got a charge off.
Back.
Not a very good one though, and he's pulled out of it.
Yeah, so it seems like Team Praetorians, Team Cataphracts have learned their lesson. They are now pushing through the watchtower. They'll secure that mini hill, and then we'll see from then on. They don't have slingers anymore, so do they have any ranged? I don't think so.
Nope, no range. There is Pardamon and Jacob are using. So Jacob's using 3 units of dogs, and they're heading around on the far left side. As
Rabis in a position to punish Paya. Oh, that barrage will hurt a lot. Paya was dodging barrages. Pretty much every barrage that was sent his way, he dodged. He dodged most of this barrage as well, so he wasn't punished that much. But they need to coordinate. Paya is already being attacked. He's completely surrounded here. Well, he's not surrounded, but he's definitely outnumbered. Yeah. Team Cataphracts needs to push in to punish that.
Yeah, exactly. Seems like Pike Guy pushed it maybe a bit too quickly for the rest of his team to catch up and help.
I think he gave them just about enough time to properly set up.
Team Praetorians definitely doesn't want to lose to a base cap. They almost did in that semi-final decider match. They don't want to go through that emotion again, I guess. But Team Cataphracts is a lot better position now, and if they manage to secure that watchtower, I think Parinum just screw up his charge, like he charged into his own units. That happens sometimes with Barbarian Cavalry. If they secure that watchtower, that's a huge advantage. They'll see everything. Team Praetorians is just completely funneled inside their own base.
I've got the watchtower now, so now they can see everything. The forest is clear. Everyone's pretty much stacked in the base on the Praetorian side.
Yeah, but meanwhile that is happening. Like, okay, Team Cataphracts is getting a lot of good positions, but Pike is getting killed. His 2 units are almost dead. He's left with 1 Pike unit, and that's it.
Yeah, he's barely done anything.
FZA protecting Pyga's rear from Zero and Bojacob cavalry. Now we are here in the corner. But... Oh, thanks, boss. Okay, yeah. Team Cataphracts are closing in. Like, if they can execute this maneuver perfectly, like close in from various angles at the same time, then again, Teti Nenera's Javelin Man will be such a good counter against that heavy infantry composition of Team Cataphracts.
Death CA is constantly just prodding around, looking for an opening in to get to those javelin men, those archers.
Yeah, he definitely needs to. That's the only way. Oh, now gets Nexus, secures a little bit of ground for him. If Death CA sneaks in, but Bojacob is there to prevent him from doing so with just 1 of his units. The other 2 units of his managed to catch Death CA completely off guard. So now that Team Cataphracts cavalry is neutralized pretty much, and yeah, the javelin are now free to roam and kill every infantry they encounter.
Yeah, wasn't able to take out that like missile core, and they're suffering really badly because of it.
Yeah, the only counter they have against javelin is their cavalry, and if the cavalry is getting cut down and being completely neutralized because they can't move, now this is just a wet noodle duel between Grungir charges, and whoever tries to pull out will suffer huge pull-out damage. DevZio will win this duel, but he won't do that quickly enough. And Team Praetorians
like
just look like, yeah,
Hardemont needs to move his cavalry. Oh, he's moving it now.
just the raw fighting power and firepower of Team Praetorians is doing its work again. So many units here.
Why
that
not?
my frames are
Hardemont
dropping.
needs to come in and charge. He's going for it now. There we go.
Yeah, he'll find Rabis. Yeah, but that wasn't enough damage.
Yeah.
Not nearly enough. And just too little too late. I mean, they're now surrounded now, but the part of the team that was surrounding them from the other side is already dead. So yeah, they didn't coordinate that well enough. And Team Praetorians pretty much managed to win 2-0 with their base camping strategy.
This was a full-on assault, but it wasn't. Again, if you really want to assault, bring some assault weapons, bring some light artillery, more nuke power. They've got Romans. What do you take to beat Romans? You don't take dogs. You don't take light cavalry.
Yeah, and Team Praetorians is going with the same composition every single time. I don't know if they even change anything between those battles. So
yeah,
you know what they're taking, and they had a perfect composition against that with slingers and scorpions. Scorpions are perfect counter against Roman infantry, and slingers will counter Rabis' archers. So the original composition of Team Cataphracts was really good. I think they should go back to it or try something that brought him victories in the past. And then again, it's a completely different team. Team Praetorians have definitely shown that they are very, very good in a different league than Team Naked Fanatics. Yeah, that's a last charge from DevZA. Pretty much committing suicide, seeing no point in continuing it. And yeah, it's a GG 2-0 for Team Praetorians.
Yeah.
As we move on to Augustus Pass.
It's weird because I feel like if they change their tactics and start bringing some light artillery and some javelins to wear down heavily the stacking of Romans, King Nikolai might just pull the wool over them and just like, okay, we just flip mode and we just go full on to them, and they just, because they had a game like that as well, if I'm not mistaken, against the Royals or the Fanatics. I don't remember correctly, but yeah, where they were just running around chasing. I think it was on Rubicon where they were just running around chasing the range units. So
yeah, it looks like Team Cataphracts will be doing some changes. I see the conversation on Discord, so they'll probably take a little bit more time this time to prepare.